When I look for leadership, I look for a few things. One, it's somebody who can relate to people, someone who can define a vision, someone who is nice, and someone who recognizes that it truly comes down to helping people achieve their personal goals and aligning those with the goals of the organization. If you can take the goals of your organization, whether it's your company or somebody you work for, and align them with the interests of the people that work for you, you'll be a great leader. And you also have to recognize, in this day and age, people aren't looking for lifetime jobs at a company. They want jobs that'll help them improve their own skill set so they can find a better place in life that they enjoy. And if you help people realize their personal goals like that, great things will happen for you as a leader.
To be a leader means one thing and one thing only. It means you have followers. That's it. You know, it's not about learning your style of leadership and how to adjust your style to fit the situation at hand. That's management, right? Leaders only have one thing: they have followers. A follower is somebody who raises their hand and volunteers to go where you're going. They raise their hand and volunteer to go in the direction that you're pointing. And so to lead others means that you have a clear vision of a world that does not yet exist, a world that could exist. And by articulating that cause, that vision, that purpose over and over and over again, it inspires people who believe what you believe, who want to see that world built, to join, to go with you, to figure out ways.
And then I started flipping through the report, and I came across this concept called leader efficacy. It's similar to self-efficacy. It's how much we believe in our ability to succeed as leaders. It determines whether or not we pursue leadership positions. It determines whether or not we persist through leadership challenges. It determines whether or not we even see ourselves as leaders in the first place. And on this construct, it bottomed out. Compared to the men, the women were in the basement. So what we had here were women who were reporting using leadership skills but didn't believe in themselves as being capable of success as leaders. And then male students who were reporting, no, I don't really do these leadership skills, but I think I'm going to be an awesome leader. Women's lack of confidence is nothing new. Men's overconfidence is nothing new. But I want to emphasize that these students, they were young. They were age 18 to 22. They had yet to step foot in a corporate boardroom. They had yet to face the conflicting demands that derail so many women, the conflict of work and family. They had yet, for the most part, to experience gender bias and gender discrimination. And somehow they had learned not to believe in themselves as leaders.
You gotta enjoy people's success. You gotta love people's success. You gotta get in their skin and really be excited as hell for them. You gotta love to give raises. You gotta be turned on giving bonuses. It's gotta make you feel great. And not, geez, I gave him a bonus and I didn't get one that big. None of those feelings. You gotta just get over them. And if I look at all the leaders I've seen, the best ones I've seen have this generosity gene. Ask yourself, do you have it? Or do you have a little small gene in there that's killing you to give raises, killing you to see other successes and jealous in your body? You can't have it. Brush it out, clean it out. And then you go to work every day, finally, to really have fun. Are your people having fun? Find all kinds of ways to win. There are small victories all the time, and celebrate every one of them. We found a way to bring a keg in on everything. Find a way to make little victories big victories. And if you get a lot of little victories, you'll get a big victory when you add them all together. But think of the job that way. Work is fun. And your job is to make it fun if you're a leader. So in my view, you've got a huge responsibility, most of you. God gave you a job where you are responsible for people's lives. It's a big deal. You got families you're responsible for. Make it a big success for them. You got one of the luxuries of life to impact people's lives. Grab it, squeeze it, and take advantage of it.
I do find that when I look for strong leadership, I look for those folks who really bring something else to the table. And some of those things are their potential for hard work and hard work ethics and personal integrity. But I also look for those folks who, it may not always be the pedigree, but I look for those folks who set high expectations for themselves. It's that individual that you know that at the 11th hour, they're gonna just push it right on over.
Being responsible is an enormous privilege. That's what marks you as a fully grown human, is that other people rely on you, that you have influence, that you can make your mark, that if you do something well, that will improve other people's lives, that the kinds of values that we've tried to instill, many of them your basic homespun values like kindness and consideration and empathy and hard work, that those are tools by which you can shape the world around you in a way that feels good.
The way I think about getting team members on board is by caring more about their needs than mine. The way I do it is through empathy and compassion and putting myself in their shoes and asking why would they want to be on board. I reverse engineer their emotional graph, and then on an individual basis, I try to understand where they are on their journey. Sometimes kids come into my company and the first time I sit down with them, they say to me, one day I'm gonna run this whole company. And I'm thrilled. I'm like, please, I'm getting old, you know?
People will stop me and say, congratulations on your quarter, and I say thank you. But what I'm really thinking is, that quarter was baked 3 years ago. Right now, I'm working on a quarter that's gonna reveal itself in 2021 sometime. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to be out sort of, 2 or 3 years in advance. And if you are, and then why do I need to make 100 decisions a day? If I make like 3 good decisions a day, that's enough. And they should just be as high quality as I can make them. Warren Buffett says he's good if he makes 3 good decisions a year.
The difference between a great CEO and not one is one knows that they're a parent and one thinks they're a babysitter.
Yeah.
It's your job.
It's your job.
It's your fucking job.